What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Dermy Wormy, and guess what? We got our wonderful Christmas special overnight viewership. Yep, the Church of Ruby gave us our overnight viewership finally. But not only that did that come out, we also got Rotten Tomato ratings to go over. Normally, I don't give credence to these, but I mean, they're not very good because, you know what, the 60th anniversary special had a critic score of 96% and a Rotten Tomato audience score of 44%. And when you actually click on it and, you see, there it is, 44% across your audiences. Well, you come over here to the Church of Ruby Road, guess what? Hey, congratulations. You gained 4 points on audience score. It's still rated rotten. A show that at one point averaged 70% on Rotten Tomatoes via the audience score itself. Man, that first episode really doesn't help out. But when you actually come down to the special and its overnight viewership, it ain't much better. The Xmas special's overnight viewership only saw 10,000 more people watch. Let's be fair. 10,000 to 100,000 more people watched versus the end of the last special. Congratulations. That is, without a shadow of a doubt, from all the research I have seen, both the worst Christmas special, Christmas special overnight viewership, and the worst initial outing for a brand new Doctor's overnight viewership. And before you come out here and say, no, that's a lie, you lie. I got numbers to back that up because you come over here. Now, some of these numbers I don't have. I don't have a accurate number or accurate depiction of, let's say, just had it, David Tennant's initial outing in Christmas Invasion. I only have approximations and stuff like that. But, and also I have only approximations for like rows and stuff. They're unofficial numbers. They weren't being tracked at the time. But I got some official numbers right here. And this is, it's not a greatly organized list, but it rates all these past Doctor Who episodes and basically least watched to most watched. And we'll just start with the least watched, which was The Feast of Stephen at 7.9. Now that's 7.9 overnight consolidated viewership or overnight. It says it's overnight, but that's still, they weren't really tracking it that well. That comes in at 7.9 million at one of its least watched iterations of a Doctor Who Christmas special. Okay, less people were around in the world at then as well. You got to take that. But we continue going down. The Return of Dr. Mysterio. Now, again, this is your consolidated number, but just scroll down here to the actual overnight. That's a 5.68 million. That's a whole million more. That's actually better than the initial specials episode. So you got that to deal with. Husband of River Song, overnight of 5.77. Okay, I mean, come on. This was when Doctor Who was dying, guys. This is when Capaldi era was going on. But people were checking out. Yeah, it still did better. Twice Upon a Time. One of the last Doctor Who, actually the last Doctor Who Christmas special until we started getting Jodie Whittaker. Because remember, during Jodie Whittaker's run, they got rid of all the Doctor Who specials, the Christmas specials per se. So this is your last Christmas special till this point. Guess how many views this got overnight? 5.66 million people tuned in overnight to watch Capaldi's last Christmas special, the last Christmas special until what we just got. Okay, 5.66 million compared to a 4.73 million. That's only a million. That's basically losing a million from the last Christmas special. That's not good. That's horrific, by the way. We keep going out. Runaway Bride. I couldn't get viewership number. Last Christmas, 9.62. Oh, that's your consolidated, but your overnight was 6.34. Man, that's wonderful. I'm gonna keep going on with all these. Christmas Invasion. Can't find official data. All I have is consolidated. But as we can kind of guesstimate from what we are getting, it's about 8.86 million overnight. Now, that is still just approximate. It's not fully official. I will give you guys that. we'll come back around to this whole list when we get the consolidated numbers, because these consolidated numbers don't pan out well either. Don't you worry. The snowmen. Oh, the snowmen. Guess what? Didn't really find any good overnight viewership for this one either, even though I tried. But you continue scrolling down. The Doctor, The Widow, and the Wardrobe. 8.92 million. Are you guys seeing a trend here? The Time of the Doctor. Oh, guess what? It started off at 8.3 million in overnight, but peaked at 10.2 million in overnight viewership. With The Time of the Doctor, man, the last outing of Matt Smith, a fantastic episode, a beautiful episode, by the way. The End of Time Part 1. Guess what? Started off with a 10 million viewership, ended on an 11.57 million viewership. And this is just part 1 of this 2-part episode. Okay, just think of that. That's part 1. A Christmas Carol, one of my favorite Christmas specials for Doctor Who. Guess what? 10.3 million overnight. 10.3 million overnight viewership. Number 2, The Next Doctor. You guys remember this episode, right? This is when they were like, teasing that this guy here was going to be the next Doctor, but it really wasn't him. It was a whole bait and switch kind of thing, but it was still such a fun, enjoyable episode. Yeah, its overnight viewership was 11.7 million at the beginning and peaked at 12.58 million. You guys seeing this trend continuing to see how, by comparison of all these past Doctor Who episodes, all these past specials and overnight viewership, it's night and day. Even the worst one is still better than this by like 2 million views, up to 2 million to 1 million views. My God. We'll continue on. Voyage of the Damned. Voyage of the Damned, one of the greatest Doctor Who Christmas specials ever. Literally ranges, because the figures are jumping all over the place. The closest thing I could find is between 12.2 million to 13.8 million for overnight viewership. That's overnight viewership, okay? That's what I'm comparing right now. I'm not comparing these consolidated numbers, okay? We'll come back to this list when those consolidated numbers come out, because we're going to do more consolidated stuff when when those numbers come out, because not only was this Christmas special a Christmas special that you get to judge all these Christmas specials on. Not only that situation was going on, you also had the simplest fact that this was the first official outing of a brand new Doctor. Okay, those are your 2 factors to get one of the biggest rated episodes. Okay, everybody tunes in for your first outing of a new Doctor. Everybody tunes in for Christmas specials. Those are your 2 things. 1, 2. People care more about those than anything else. Well, you know what? We're gonna come up to back to an episode on here, because I think the best episode to compare what we just got is actually on this list. But Rose. Now, these are unofficial numbers, okay? These aren't official numbers. I don't feel fully correct using these, but we'll use them nonetheless. Sitting in at about 9.9 for Rose. The first outing for, not Capaldi, Eccleston. Christopher Eccleston's first outing had a 9.9 unofficial. Okay, that's unofficial. I'll give you guys that. It's unofficial overnight viewership. Okay. Well, you know what? The 11th Doctor's ratings came in at about a 10.8 overnight. So you had that. Yeah, 10.8 for overnight. Jodie Whittaker's run. Jodie Whittaker had about an 8 million, 8.2 million at peak. No, 9 million. 9 million at peak viewership. Jodie Whittaker, one of the worst runs in Doctor Who's history, had 9 million viewers. You come over here again to a Deep Breath with a 6.8 million overnight viewership for our initial Capaldi run. Man, we are we're in great situations for initial outings of Doctors, but I already went over one of the numbers, and again, it's hard to find the official numbers of this. But the best episode, in my opinion, to actually rate this isn't just by Christmas episodes, isn't just by initial outings of a Doctor. There's only one other episode to properly compare this episode to. Only one. And it's back on this list. And guess what episode I truly think is the only episode to judge this by? The Christmas Invasion, which was the very first outing of David Tennant, and it was a Christmas special. Both a Christmas special and a first run of a Doctor. The two things to get a drawing the most audiences for a Doctor Who episode. Christmas Invasion. Unofficial datas, okay? Unofficial. We'll keep that, okay? It's unofficial. It's the best I could find. 8.86 million. That still trounces what we just got with the Christmas special. Now I'll get it, okay? I get it, okay? I see it all the time. I see it over and over and over again. We gotta wait for the consolidated viewership to come out. We gotta wait till the consolidated viewership comes out. The consolidated viewership isn't gonna be any better. The consolidated viewership is actually going to end up hurting this. Because guess what? I'll just compare it to the exact same episodes again. You saw a lot of those consolidated views already. It ain't good. It ain't pretty. It's going to be a disaster of monumental proportion in regard to all this. And on top of that, this is your last bit of Doctor Who until May. May is when the show comes back with all the Ncuti Gatwa for his first official season. How do you think the viewership on that's going to pan out? You think all these people right now are going to stick around? No, you're going to continue to hemorrhage viewership. You're going to continue to hemorrhage people not wanting to watch the show. People are checking out. Oh, congratulations. You got an extra 10 or 100 million views, 100,000 views, not million, 10 to 100,000 views. One of the two. I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh, great. That's how much you gained? You think you're going to keep those though? As time goes on, that consolidated viewership, guess what that's going to probably point out? More people are going to be tuning out. You're probably going to have a less viewership than what we just had. More people are going to continue to tune out. More people are going to check out. And you're going to get to a point where, yeah, you might stagnate. You might not see any more people. You might see viewership kind of stay in between like the 4s, maybe bump up to low 5s here or there. That's not a sign of a healthy show. That's not a sign. You're probably going to continue to see actual dips as people continue to check out, as we continue to get people to say, no more. And as more people come out like me who are going to be honestly reviewing it and telling you that it's garbage. Oh, but hey, Doctor Who's in a good place, right, guys? Doctor Who's in a wonderful place, but hey, what do I know? All I'm doing is going through the hard data. I'm just going through the hard facts, but I guess I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me get you guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. What do you guys think? Are they going to see a viewer jump in May? Are viewers just going to magically start appearing to come watch this show? So let me get you guys' honest thoughts on that down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it out, friends. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now. What's going on, guys? Listen, I don't know about you, but I like to indulge in some of the liquids of fun times, okay? And oftentimes I wake up the next day with a headache and stuff like that. And to be honest, the only way that truly helps cure these morning blues, as I would call them, would be coffee. And you know who puts out good coffee, guys? CoffeeBrandCoffee.com. Listen, Coffee Brand Coffee is an American-based company. It was founded by the Quartering. He's going out there. He just wants to sell you coffee. He doesn't want to sell you a political opinion. He doesn't care what your politicals are. He doesn't even care what your cultural opinions are, okay? He just wants to come out here and sell good American coffee sourced here in the States. It is all fantastic and amazing. You have 4,000 verified reviews. Most of them are 5-star, 4-star. People are loving this. And I don't blame them, because when you take a look at some of these flavors, you got bourbon flavored coffee. God dang, that sounds amazing. You got Gunpowder Green Tea.
I like the boom boom sticks, and I want to know what's going on right there. And when I drink CoCo, I haven't drank it in a while due to the keto diet, trying to lose some weight. But when I do drink CoCo or anything like that, I like some sweetness, I like some richness, and I like some enjoyability in my CoCo. That's why I'm taking a look over here at this rich caramel CoCo. I mean, just think of how amazing it is. And guys, if you go to Coffee Brand Coffee, which links will be in the description down below, you can use coupon code BACKTACO, one word, BACKTACO, and you can get 10% off your purchase. That's coffeebrandcoffee.com, coupon code BACKTACO.